Good day, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network. News, events, and stories abound. The state system, ATN's. Let's go through the highlights of today's reports. In Rivers State, troops arrest suspects, confiscate stolen products. In Kaduna State, we arrested criminals, not minors, says IGP. C cautions motorists against reckless driving. I can't be envious of Tinubu, says Atiku. We take a short break, and when we return, we go straight to the details.
Frontline reports and looks on the happenings around the globe.
Welcome back, and now we dive into news and details for today. Sociopolitical analyst Jackson Lekaujo has stated that in the eyes of the Kenyan Atlantic Television Network program Open Conversation, Chief Jackson Ojo, who is also a security expert, believes that Governor Fubara presenting the 2025 budget to the Okojombo-led House of Assembly is not only wrong, but also null and void.
The eye of the law today, Okojombo, as at the level of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, Okojombo faction, let me put it that way, is illegal. And everything that must have been done by them is illegal, null and void.
The analyst therefore advocates ruling in order to avoid double jeopardy.
If I have opportunity to advise Sim Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, I would have been advising him to wait and let us see what the Supreme Court will rule. But if he presents this one and the Supreme Court ruled in favor of what the Court of Appeal ruled, it becomes a double jeopardy. It's like somebody is building structure of sin upon another sin. No matter how high the pedestal, it will collapse.
Recall that Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara had announced plans to present the state's 2025 budget to Victor Okojombo-led House of Assembly. In Rivers State still, both drivers and passengers plying Abuloma Jetty to Kalioama in Okrika local government has raised alarm over increase in sea pirate attack on the waterways. Our correspondent gathered that immediately it is 6 p.m. in the evening, the sea pirate strikes by robbing drivers and passengers of their belongings, ranging from ATM cards, cash, engine of the boat, amongst others. Secretary Kalioama Community in Creek Kingdom of Okrika local government area, Matthew Kalio, confirmed the incident, saying the sea pirates attacked drivers and passengers on sea when it's after 6 p.m., adding that all belongings of the drivers and passengers are collected. It threatened that if the boat drivers opt out by closing before 6 p.m. due to the incident, noting that such will affect passengers, while calling on relevant security agencies to come to their aid. Meanwhile, the Rivers State Police Command has not yet responded to the incident, as the spokesperson of the command, SP Grace Irenge Koko, told our correspondent that she will get back after she had finished her inquiries on the incident. arrested economic saboteurs and confiscated over 260,000 liters of stolen products and Kula General area in Akuku local government area. Just as it confiscated over 60,000 liters of illegally remined oil, it said the troops also destroyed several illegal bunkering havens, 3 fiber boats, 5 wooden boats, as well as recovered over 41,000 liters of stolen products. It said in Buguma creeks, 4 active illegal refining hubs, 8 large cooking pots, massive receivers and reservoirs, 3 local boats stocked with over 12,000 stolen products were destroyed. According to the statement, several wooden boats with over 10,000 liters of stolen products were intercepted around Odagwa, Akwa, Oza West, Oyibo, Obuzo, and Ayama general areas. Who are frequently successful retrieval of the extorted funds was achieved on today, November 5, 2024. The victims have provided statements to the police and the officers are attached to Surveillance Unit AIG Zone 16 Bayelsa State. If no action is taken, these officers will continue to exploit innocent victims. And in Edo State outgoing Governor Godwin Obaseki on Monday granted a pardon to 10 inmates who had less than 1 year left on their sentences. Those granted clemency included Igwe Kelechuku, Esazobo Ohioze, Gift Osaretun, Taki Roxon, Dikwa Friday, Osai Glory, Augustine Sunday, Daluha Ebiaha Goodluck, James Paul, and Anas Isan. The decision was made as part of Obaseki's exercise of the prerogative of mercy and was detailed in a statement from the prerogative of mercy, Justice P.O. Isibor. The statement explained following the ending of His Excellency's tenure, the Council received a letter from the Benin Correctional Service dated 5th day of November 2024, requesting for clemency for the inmates having less than 1 year to serve, forwarded to the Council by the Controller of the Correctional Center. However, Obaseki, who stated that he is not invited to the inauguration, may not attend. The anonymous committee member noted, well, if he decides not to be there, no one can force him, but that won't stop the inauguration from taking place. Also in Edo State Governor-elect Senator Monday Okpebolo has appointed Fred Itwa as the Chief Press Secretary of the incoming administration. Itwa's appointment, announced in Abuja on Monday by the governor-elect's media team, is Okpebolo's first appointment ahead of his inauguration and the official handover of power by the outgoing administration of Governor Godwin Obaseki, scheduled for Tuesday. Itwa, who previously worked with leadership and the Sun newspapers, will lead the governor's media team. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in English from Ambrose Ali University, Epoma, a master's degree in media arts from the University of Abuja, and is in the final stages of his PhD thesis in development communication at Veritas University, Abuja, with extensive experience covering the National Assembly, migration issues, health, anti-corruption and environmental concerns. Itwa brings deep insight into national and international affairs. His commitment to lifelong learning and cross-cultural collaboration makes him a highly adaptable team player, ready to lead and innovate in multicultural settings. In Delta State, Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 5, comprising Delta and Edo Police Commands, Arun Gwanwazwe, has constituted a new vigilante group in Edo State. The Zonal Police Public Relations Officer, SP Tijani Momo, made this known in a statement on Monday. Wazwe said the vigilante group, known as Edo State Police Vigilante Group, inaugurated on Monday, was constituted to help the police in its information gathering process. He also said it would collaborate with the police to ensure watertight security, adding that their operational modalities will be released in due course. The AIG advised residents of the state to cooperate with the police and new vigilante group for utmost policing. Recall that the former vigilante group in the state was disbanded by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Ebotokun, ahead of the September 21, 2024 governorship election. In Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno has confirmed that state employees will receive double salary payments in December. According to Eno, the introduction of the 13th month salary, referred to the Enomba, is intended to enhance the festive season for civil servants, particularly in light of the delays surrounding the implementation of the new 80,000 naira minimum wage. According to reports, the Harmonization Committee, led by the head of the civil service, Elder Efyong Essien, may not meet the 1 month deadline set by the state government for the submission of its report, with the completion of the tax now projected for the first quarter of 2025. In an effort to allay the concerns of the workforce, the governor announced the double salary payment during a church service at the Eternity Mission International Church in Uyo on Sunday, serving as a temporary relief period to the rollout of the new minimum wage. The Akwa Ibom governor also warned those constantly working to disrupt the smooth relationship between the state government and the organized labor to have a rethink. Other interventions which the governor said should encourage the workers to imbibe good work ethics included the institution and payment of a bonus regime of 1.1 billion naira to all public servants, prompt payment of salary, pensions and gratuities. Federal Road Safety Commission has confirmed the death of the accidents that occurred at Ntiha Junction along the Abia State section of Enugu-Aba Port Harcourt Expressway on Sunday. Sector Commander of Abia State FRSC Command, Ngozi Ezoma, confirmed the development on Monday. She said that the accident, which involved a Toyota Hiace bus, occurred at about 5 p.m. on Sunday. To her, 16 passengers who were returning from a program were on board when the accident happened. Ezoma, who said that male passenger died on the spot, while another passenger who was found in critical condition was rushed to Central Medical Center, Mbise. According to the sector commander, despite efforts, preliminary investigation indicated that the accident was caused by burst tire when the vehicle was in motion. She added some other passengers who were injured during the crash were rushed to the Federal Medical Center, Omahia, where they are receiving medical attention. In Enugu State, Chief Magistrate's Court sitting in Enugu East Magistral District has remanded one Mr. Anthony Onyukwu over the death of an 11-year-old houseboy, Goodluck John. This, the Enugu State government said, was in line with its sustained According to the commissioner, arrested following a tip-off from one of the ministry's whistleblower channels that Master Goodluck John's death was linked to abuse in the hands of the family where he lived with as a houseboy. Arraigning the suspect, The police prosecutor, Inspector Kalista Ifeanyi, told the presiding chief administrative magistrate, Ngozi Ede Eni, that Mr. Onyuku had committed an offense punishable under the Criminal Code revised laws of Enugu State. The chief magistrate subsequently ordered the suspect's remand in the correctional center, Enugu, and adjourned the matter to 20th November 2024, when the report from the Director of Public Prosecutions, Ministry of Justice, Enugu, is expected. Meanwhile, the office of the wife of the governor of Enugu State, Nyere Mba, has warned against any form of child abuse in the state, as no such act would go unpunished. In Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has announced the death of 3 people in an auto crash at Ayeyoro in the Epe suburb of the state. A statement by LASMA Director, Public Affairs and Enlightenment Department, Adebayo Taofik, said the unfortunate incident involved a Dangote truck DCG TM028, which experienced a critical brake failure while descending from Itaopo. Toyota Camry at the Ayeyoro traffic light before veering into the Ayetoro Market complex in Epe. The unfortunate collision resulted in the fatalities of the tricycle driver and 2 students from Manpower Technical School, he said. According to him, first responders from LASMA, with the assistance of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, swiftly arrived on the scene to secure the area. The deceased were respectfully transported to the Epe General Hospital mortuary. In Kano State, Judicial Service Commission in Kano has taken disciplinary actions against 8 judicial officers that included suspensions, warnings, and sackings. Among the judicial officers who were sacked was Magistrate Nasser Ado, who was reportedly found guilty of conducting court hearings without recording them, which was considered great misconduct. The commission adopted. Now in EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has exonerated a daughter of former governor of Gombe, Senator Danjuma Goje, Mrs. Fazia Danjuma Goje. Naira notes at his wedding with Zaina, Oyewale stated. He, however, added, while the EFCC appreciates the consciousness its campaigns abuse is building across the country, it will not move against anyone wrongly accused of an alleged crime. Still on security, no fewer than 13 persons have been killed in a collapsed mining site in Bassa local government area of Plateau State, Day in Jos. Mr. Riti, who expressed the collapsed mining site is located at the boundaries between Bassa, Jos South and Jos North local government areas. Mr. Riti said 7 of the deceased hailed from Bassa local government area. Most of the deceased were youths between 18 and 30 years old. The latest incident in Bassa is coming months after a deadly mining site collapsed in Niger State in June. Mining accidents are prevalent in the country, with many involving to tackle illegal miners whose activities often lead to some of the tragic incidents around mining sites in the country. Destruction of 100 foreigners, including Chinese and Malaysian nationals, who were detained for alleged cybercrime activities in Abuja, were not formally deployed for such duties. These officers have been taken into custody and will face legal consequences, he stated. Speaking at a workshop on enhancing professionalism in criminal investigation held at the Police Resource Center in Abuja, Ebetokun expressed gratitude to President Bola Tinubu for directing the release of those wrongfully arrested. He emphasized, however, that nobody, including any minor, was detained simply for protesting. We uphold their right to peaceful protest and provided face district disciplinary action, reiterating that officers who detained minors will not be sanctioned, as they acted in response to criminal activities, not against peaceful protesters. We are open for advert placements, news, and event shows. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, Twitter at Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our website www.atlanticnetwork. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted an expert order to serve the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice held by 2 lecturers in the university, namely Reverend Father Close. The enrolled order obtained by Sahara Reports on Monday was signed by Registrar Mrs. Choma Chijoke earlier in November. The Federal Ministry of Education declared as null and void the recent appointment of Bernard Odo as the Vice Chancellor of the university. The Governing Council of the university recently appointed Odo by the university's Governing Council led by the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of Council, Mbadiwe. In a letter addressed to the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Council by Mrs. R.G. Iwiyasu for the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. Charles Nwolu of Lagos State, on Monday admitted that Nigerians are experiencing social and economic difficulties, assuring that the situation will soon change. While Tinubu insisted that his government was on the right track, he argued that solutions to complex problems could never be as coffee. Meanwhile, Sanwo-Olu, who called for prayers, described the current leadership as tough men working to get Nigerians through difficult times. We are open for advert placements, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products, service promotion and TV net. Watch us live on our website www.atlantictelevision.network. We will be back after this break.
From the lines across the ocean, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Welcome back to the Government and Public Service Report on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of our stories. Inspector General of Police Kayode Ebotoken has commended the involvement of Nigerian police officers in protecting fallen hackers arrested by cyber crimes, describing their actions as illegal. The statement follows the Nigerian Police Force announcement these assignments and their actions have been disowned by their commander, said Ebotoken, speaking at a workshop on the standardization of criminal investigations. He assured the public